Oh, look, we got Rick Perry's on the phone.
Hi, hello, everybody.
Hi, Governor Perry. What's the occasion?
I'm here to protest the illegitimate election of an openly gay man as a student body president of my alma mater, Texas A&M.
It's alma mater, not alma mater. Anyway, you wrote an op-ed about that? What's your gripe?
At Texas A&M, we don't elect openly gay gays. We repress our feelings until we release it naturally through fracking and animal cruelty. And more important, he never won the popular vote. I hate politicians who get elected without winning the most votes. Really mashes my taco.
If he never won the most votes, then how do you win the election?
No reason. The other guy was disqualified for intimidation and fraud. Complete bullshit.
Well, isn't intimidation and fraud bad?
Intimidation and fraud is our state motto, you big lunkhead. Right next to Don't Mess on Texas.
Don't you mean don't mess with Texas?
I'm pretty sure it's Don't Mess on Texas, Jimmy. With would imply that Texas is also doing some messing. So it'd be like, hey, I want to mess with Texas, meaning Texas wants to make a mess on itself, and you're going to help Texas mess itself. Right? That doesn't make no sense. Understand me?
Not really.
Let me put it another way. On and with are prepositions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't mean the same thing. For example, we have illegals entering our state. They get their mess on our state, like litter and stuff like that. Whereas, and I'm a lawyer, so I can say whereas, if they're messing with Texas, it means they're participating in some hearty fellowship with other fellow Texans, like starting a cult or hitting an armadillo with a shovel. I have supporting documents.
Hey, so how is it going over at the Department of Energy?
I give up. How is it going over at the Department of Energy?
You're head of the Department of Energy, Rick. Don't you remember?
We don't call it the Department of Energy anymore, you ignorant he-lot. We call it the Department of Nuclear Energy. It's time you hippy-dippy Luddites entered the 20th century and embraced our nuclear hermitage. And that's why I just got back from touring the Yucca Mountain Nuclear Waste Suppository in Nevada.
You met with Governor Sandoval regarding storing nuclear waste there?
Yep. I thanked him for the long and sordid history that Nevadaians have had in our nuclear and defense industries.
Nuclear?
We had a fair and productive conversation, and I stressed the need for Nevada to take the country's radioactive fuel rods and store it in their beautiful mountains for the good of the defense industry.
And what was his response?
He told me to go fuck myself. But I blame that on Obama. He's the one who canceled the project.
Hey, assuming it's approved again, is it still going to cost at least $120 million, right?
Well, the president's assured me Nevada will build a big cave and pay for it. It's going to be the biggest and most tremendous nuclear waste cave you've ever seen. And we're going to make sure no foreign radioactive fuel rods get into that cave unless they're from Saudi Arabia or the Slovak Republic, where they make those riot control tractors for our police forces. You probably hate our police forces because you're against law and order.
I'm not against law and order.
Jimmy, in the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the people who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories. Man, I love that. They used to be inscribed on a rock at N-Word Head, the Perry family hunting camp, right under the name N-Word Head. Had to take that off, though. Not N-Word Head, but the Law and Order thing. NBC copyright lawyers can be real bitch. That was a misdirection there. Comedy 101.
Well, what about public defenders? Don't they also have to represent people?
Are you calling Sam Waterston a liar? He represents T.J. Ameritrade, formerly T.D. Waterhouse. Gong gong. That's the gavel sound from Law and Order, remember?
Weren't you arrested once?
Gong gong. Wrong. Okay, yes. But that was a bullshit charge. The cops were on the take, and the persecutors were corrupt and biased against me. But I won in the end, because you know why?
Why?
Because don't mess on me, that's why. And that's the kind of leadership I'll bring to the Nuclear Energy Department if elected. Wait, I was appointed, right? Appointed, elected, it's one of those. Sorry. Oh, well. Whoops.
Hey, our next live Jimmy Dore show is April 24th. April 24th, live in Burbank. We do 2 shows a month, live shows. So get your tickets right down there, jimmydoorecomedy.com.